What's up, YouTube? Y'all look at this big old daggone chunk of metal right here. I've been really excited about reviewing this gun for you guys. This is the Walther PDP SF steel frame. Tech guy, get in here and get a little close-ups. Our viewers have been complaining about not being able to see the pistol. Now let me tell you what, man. When you hold this thing in your hand, it has got some weight to it. I'm talking about, you can tell this is gonna be, I think, a really good shooting gun. I've never owned a Walther before. You know, I don't know. They've been around for a long time. They've just never really appealed to me. But then Blake came out with this thing, man, and he said, feel the trigger in that thing, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I've shot a lot of striker fire pistols in my day, and this joker right here takes the cake for the absolute best trigger in any striker fire pistol that I've ever shot in my whole life. Now let me give y'all a training tip before we get into this review. How many of y'all practice shooting off the tailgate of your truck? How many? Look. How many of y'all practice that? Not many, right? You go out to the range and you want to run around, you want to stand up, you want to do all this stuff, but you never practice shooting off the tailgate of your daggone truck, man. And half of y'all ain't even got a Land Cruiser. So when you're sitting on your truck, you ain't even got no shade. Look, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when you know, let's imagine, what's gonna happen? You're sitting here with your buddies. You know, you're sitting around the house. You're sitting out here with your buddies, man. All of a sudden, a rabid dog runs up on you. A wild dog, a raccoon with rabies, you know, some meth head that wants to steal from you or something. What's gonna happen? You ain't gonna know what to do because you ain't ever trained shooting off the tailgate. Look at that. Look at that. Practice your mag changes on the tailgate. Look. What are y'all doing? Train like you fight, son. We've got a whole array of ammunition for you guys out here today. The MagTech, the Fucci, Range Dynamic, and the dreaded Arms Core. We're gonna see if this gun can cycle it all. This has got Arms Core in it. I've already got it preloaded. So, 18 round magazines. Blake said this thing came with 20 round magazines. This is Blake's personal gun. He just spends all our money around here on freaking guns. That's why we're broke all the time. He said it came with 20 round magazines, but he was having trouble when he would insert the 20 round magazine, and then when he would go to drop the magazine, he said that somehow it was getting hung up somewhere along the inner edge of this mag well. So he's had to go through and replace all of the base plates on these magazines with that base plate, which is good. But one thing I don't like about that base plate is, you know, it's muscle memory to tap and then tug the magazine. Well, with this, I can slam the magazine home, but it's really not a convenient. It doesn't have enough meat on the bottom of it to tug it and make sure that it's seated properly. So let's get out here and run this thing a little bit. Blake said he zeroed this sight in right here. I think the gun is gonna run pretty good. Now look at that. So y'all know I like to keep my thumbs up high on the slide. Has that happened to you before?
Yeah.
With this gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. this ain't turning out as good as I wanted it to. This review has already went downhill. Now, that thing is just slap locked up. So that's the takedown lever. Now y'all know when I shoot, I like to keep I put my thumbs up high on the slide like this. A lot of y'all have asked why I do that, because a lot of you are holding your pistol down here like this. The reason I do that is because when our grip is low like this, especially with our outside hand, you guys see how it creates a bend in your wrist right there? So it's difficult to control the recoil with that wrist joint. And if there's a bend in that wrist joint, that's where you're controlling the recoil. If I can straighten my wrist joint out and basically point my thumb at the target, I create a nice straight line through my forearm, through my wrist, into my actual hand, and then the recoil's getting transferred into my arm instead of the wrist joint right there. So what just happened is, because of that grip, when I fired the pistol, my thumb is resting right there on that takedown lever, and it bumped it up. So that's just not going to work for the grip that I use. I mean, I guess I could be conscious of it. She's a hammer, son. She's a hammer, no doubt about it.
I think that's actually due to that holster, Chad.
You think that's what happened?
Yeah, but I'll tell you in a minute.
Well, Blake thinks it's due to the holster. Huh. That's not good. Come on down here. That was that full magazine right there. So, it's a pretty good, daggone good shooting gun. It don't kick very hard. So what do you think that holster's doing?
Well, that holster's made for not the steel frame.
Okay.
And the steel frame takedown lever is different than the polymer.
Okay.
And so it's not blocked out for that.
Well, let me see if it happens again. Let me shoot another course of fire here again. Holy crap. Yeah, you might be right, Blake. You might be right, because I can feel my thumb on that.
Yeah, but that wouldn't actuate it.
Yeah, I don't think it is. All right. Let's go back to the truck. All right, let's try the dreaded arms core. Let's see if the arms core will work. Now, one thing on this pistol too, a lot of you guys, you like to use the slide release to drop your slide. And if that's the way you were trained, that's all good. I always grip the back of the slide to send the slide forward. But this son of a gun has got a honking slide release on it. I mean, look at that. In comparison to a Glock or really any other striker fire pistol, I mean, that is a, you just ain't hardly gonna miss that. That's a big old slide release. Slide goes forward when we slam the magazine home. Let's see if she'll cycle this, the dreaded arms core. I tell you what, you can feel a difference in the recoil of the pistol with this arms core.
Yeah.
Cycled it fine. That's pretty impressive. Dang, if every gun had a slide release like that, I would use the dang thing. Pretty impressive. All right, we're gonna shoot some of this Fucci ammo right here. Pretty impressive pistol, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. We're about to run the accuracy test on this thing and see how accurate she is. You guys know our all-time record so far It's a 150-yard shot. That was with the DWX. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this rig right here is liable to give that DWX a run for its money. It shoots good, it functions well. It's got a great grip angle, a great surface. Just everything about it is pretty sweet, to include that trigger, which is, you know, one of the most important parts of the firearm. In case you were wondering, this episode is brought to you by our partner at Phorm. For all y'all daggone little skinny twigs out there, you need to get you some protein in your body. And that means you need to eat ribeye steak. And in between eating ribeye steaks, you need to drink you a protein shake. And I've used a lot of protein in the past. And a lot of this protein powder, man, it either tastes like crap, which is a no-go for me. If it tastes like crap, I ain't gonna drink it. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna suffer through drinking a protein drink that tastes like freaking crap. I'm too rich to do that. I got too much money to do that. Look, I got enough money, I can have some good tasting protein. And then a lot of it don't mix good. It's all clumpy. And then that's a no-go for me too. And then a lot of it, even if it does taste good and it mixes well, you drink it and you got a daggone bellyache for an hour after you drink it. This Phorm stuff right here, it's made different. It's like cold processed, low temperature processed, all right? It mixes good, it sits well with your stomach, and it tastes good. It hits all the points. And for all of y'all broke freaking turds that complain about the price of Phorm products, look, you're putting something in your body, you dummy. Do you think you want to buy the cheapest thing? Do you think you want to go on Amazon and buy your whey protein that costs freaking $8 for a whole jug of it, and that's what you want to put in your body? You better get the good stuff, all right? You're putting it in your dang body, man. So not only is Phorm the good stuff, but they're good people too. They got it all. I'm talking about they hit it across the board, son. They're good friends of ours. They like guns, and they like America, and they like all the stuff we like, and that's why we partners with them. So check them out, firstphorm.com. I'll attach a link to this in the description, or I won't. Tech guy will attach a link in the description for you guys. Let's get a little accuracy test on this jewel. Y'all know who I wish was out here on the range with us today? Marjorie Taylor Greene. It would make our range day much better if Marjorie was out here with us. Where you at, Marjorie? Where you at? You know, I saw the other day too, Oliver Anthony was out shooting with Hickok 45. I done told Hickok, you ain't got nothing, Hickok. For real. Here it is. Give you a frame of reference. I'm a full-size man. It ain't even as big as a full-size man. Y'all know the deal. We're gonna go 10-yard intervals until this thing won't actually hit it. Some dummy one time said we ought to put stakes in the ground to standardize this. I'll tell you what you ought to do. Shut up.
Who dug all these holes in the ground?
Coyotes. There's holes all out here in this field. That's them coyotes are coming out here digging after them foals. 30. How far y'all think this gun's gonna shoot? Y'all know the deal, drop it in the comments.
You talking about a foal as in like a baby horse?
What do we have, 40 here?
Yeah.
A foal is a cross between a vole and a mole. All right? It's a ground-dwelling animal. A foal is a ground-dwelling animal. Let's see. 50. Y'all know I can't do two things at one time. And it looks like a... I gotta turn the brightness down on this thing. How's this stupid sight work, man?
Here.
It's just stuck on one setting?
Yeah.
He just had to put that stupid sight on this thing. You know, if you just kept the iron sights on it, you wouldn't have to worry about that. That's all right, just leave it, whatever it is, just leave it.
Now it's adjustable.
Okay. 50.
I don't shoot iron sights anymore.
60. Yeah, I noticed you're putting red dots on everything that you got. That was high, wasn't it?
I wasn't watching.
Yeah, it was a little high, held kind of toward the bottom. Let's see. 70 yards. Yeah, them coyotes like to come out here and eat them foals. 2, 5, 6, 7, 80. It's springtime, man. Thank goodness that cold weather's done. Hey, where'd that go?
Couldn't tell. Low.
Low. It ain't looking good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna hold back center mass. There it goes.
Gotta get your aim right, man.
7, 8, 9, 90. Well, I did a video for y'all on my Chadwright278 channel this morning. Max dead hang from a pull-up bar. And so my forearms high. There's 90. My forearms are shot. Here's 100. That was a hit.
Hit. It's already better than that shadow, ain't it?
Well, yeah. The CZ. I thought you were talking about the Shadow Systems. Yeah, what are we at? 110 here,
Yeah.
right? 110. Let me stretch. They gonna warm out here, man. Thermodraft coming up. Is that a miss?
Fairly low.
That was a hit.
It moved.
I saw it move.
Yeah.
This reticle in this Hollow Sun, whatever it is, it's not as crisp as the one in that Trigicon.
Yeah.
It's not near as crisp. 120, probably more like 130. If some idiot would paint that stinking silhouette, it might be a little easier to hit the dang thing, but we ain't freaking painting it, man. This gun ain't gonna shoot at 120. I'm gonna give it one more shot. Oh, there's a hit. It don't really count, but. Here's 130. This thing's just getting all over the place. It ain't even got a match grade barrel in it. Piece of freaking crap, man. Took me 5 shots at 130. $140. I mean, it's a scatter gun now. At 140, 5 shots. It takes 5 shots. When you get past 100 yards, it takes 5 shots to hit. $150. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little tack reload here. So it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty good. That's a hit. Well, it only took 4 shots. It only takes 4 shots at 150. Here's 160. You better be focusing on that target down there because people don't believe it. You probably can't. That thing's a long ways off. Make sure, tell me if this hits or not, Blake, because I can't hear it anymore.
Okay.
This is for the record. Nope. So it tied with the DWX. Even though we gave it way more chances. 160 yards, ain't gonna do it. 150 yards, within 4 shots, you'll be able to hit that little silhouette down there. You guys all know that I, as a shooter, I am more accurate than any gun that has ever been made by man. All right, so when we test these guns on accuracy, we're really getting the most out of them. And I'm gonna say this one falls toward the bottom of the top in terms of accuracy. All right, 150 yards, four shots, we hit it, but I'm not too impressed. Now look, tech guy, give the viewers a look at when I'm shooting this gun, all right? They don't want to see me, they want to see the gun. I mean, that trigger is sweet, man. Look at this trigger. guys see how short that reset is? I mean, that trigger is sweet. All right, the consensus. Look, how much this gun cost?
They're 15 or something.
So less than a DWX.
Yeah.
So 1,500 bucks, pretty cheap little pistol here. You get a lot of pistol in this PDP SF for what you pay for it. I mean, 1,500 bucks, that's a week's worth of groceries. And look at what you're getting. I like it, man. I like it. If you don't want to go something that's hammer fire with that 1911 style trigger in it, this thing right here is as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. It functions good, minus the little snafu that worried me there earlier, but that turned out to be not what I thought it was. I gave y'all that whole big explanation. And then this dummy back here says, no, it's actually just the holster. Well, thanks a lot, guy. All right, y'all know the deal, man. Go get you a daggone hat and a t-shirt. We'll keep these gun reviews coming. We love y'all. Thank you for all your support. Enough said.